Well, hello, YouTube. Dr. J here. And today I'm just going to do a quick review of the Holiday Travel Park. It's an Encore park here located in Holiday, Florida. I think the name just kind of fit, right? Holiday Travel Park in Holiday, Florida. But just give you a quick rundown. This is an Encore park. It's part of the Thousand Trails collection. If you're a Plus member, a Trails Plus member. But this has been a really nice place to stay, and I'm just going to give you a quick rundown of some of the highlights of this really great little park in the middle of Holiday. This is as you drive into the main park. This is the main road, and I don't know how many sites there are here, but I would say it's in the 400 to 500 range easily. You can see a number of pull-through spaces are available here. I'd probably say about 20 in this front section. Coming up on the actually clubhouse and office, kind of a mail delivery here. The park, I would say, is probably about 70% residential. You can see there are a number of prefab houses, manufactured homes, if you will. There are some full-time residents that are maybe in a fifth wheel or a large motorhome. But then there's maybe about 25 to 30% of the park is people that are more transient. Either they come here for the season, or maybe they're just here for a couple weeks like myself. Now, this is certainly not a very pleasant sight to see, but I have to share with you the park had just announced that they were doing some refurbishing and some upgrades on the pool just in the last couple of days. This is actually my third time staying here. I stayed here first this past November for about a week. Then I left for a period of time. I came back for about 10 days. Then I was gone to another park for a couple of weeks and just came back here about 2 weeks ago. And the pool had been previously open and a lot of people out enjoying it. Now, keep in mind this is December, so it is certain, or January rather, so it was actually open in December. So this is probably the best time of the year to actually do some upgrades and refurbishing of the pool, and the management here had said this is something they've been trying to do for quite some time. There were some hurricanes in the area in the last few months that kind of put things on hold, but they were really excited to do some much needed upgrades to the pool area. So I anticipate that probably by March or April, when things really start to pick up here, it'll be open. And honestly, for me, it's been a little bit cold, but I know a number of people come down from Canada and up north, and this is bikini weather, right? It's probably about 60 degrees out right now, and bikini weather for a number of those folks. The park has a number of amenities. As you can see, they've got a pretty nice shuffleboard courts here. I guess we call them courts, shuffleboard. I have seen on several occasions people out here playing. I personally haven't had an opportunity to do that, but there is a large chessboard outside as well as a large Connect 4 over there. Again, a couple of times I've seen some folks playing with the games out here, but it's some fun activities. Now, the first couple of times I was here, I was actually just went into the office and checked in, just as you would expect. And you can see over on the left-hand side here, there's an after-hours check-in. The last time I got here was after hours. I think I came in actually on January 1st, and my packet was ready for me and good to go. This is just a large community room. Again, there's a number of residents here that are here full time. A lot of people are here seasonally and they come back on a regular basis, but they frequently have activities in this room here. I took part in a happy hour just this past week, and a couple of free drinks, which is always a nice thing. Lots of activities going on here as well. Couple, 3 pool tables actually. Foosball table. I've been to a number of parks, and I have to say this is quite the elaborate library compared to a number of parks, even number of DVDs. Looks like they got a DVD player down below that maybe you can check out. From what I understand, they have a regular bingo game, I know, at least once a week. They've got karaoke, I know, once or twice a month, and some other dinners and potlucks and things like that going on a regular basis. I believe there is a church service that takes place on Sunday. I could see some of the things for that over here in the corner. I wouldn't say they have a very elaborate gym, but it looks like they do have a couple pieces of equipment. Now, I have actually seen some folks on the stepper a couple of times, but it doesn't look like it's too elaborate of a gym setup. So if that's something you're looking for, maybe Planet Fitness is just about a mile and a half away, and that's actually where I've just come from this morning. So again, I think in total, I've probably stayed here maybe 4 to 5 weeks in total over the last couple of months on 3 different occasions. And I've actually found it to be a nice park. It's quite enjoyable. It's extremely quiet. There's not a lot of loud activities going on. In fact, even, 8:30, 9 o'clock at night, it is very quiet throughout the park. There's, again, not a lot of noise. I would say predominantly it's older folks. A lot of the residents appear to be seniors, which is typical in a lot of parks. I don't believe this is an age-qualified park, although I probably should check that before I say that. A lot of times it says on the sign when you check in. I don't believe it is. I certainly am in that range, and so not a problem for me, but it is something you're gonna wanna confirm before you come out. Spread out throughout the park, there are a number of bath laundry houses here. Obviously places to dump your trash. We'll take a quick peek. I personally have not been to this bath laundry house. You can see there are a couple of washers, a couple of dryers, and I found from experience in the 2 or 3 that I've been into that's typical. All right, I did a quick peek to make sure that nobody was in here before I bust in with the camera. You can see the bathroom area. If I had to criticize some things, I would say that the bathrooms are okay. This one is perhaps one of the nicer ones. I actually should have come over here before and checked it out. And I would say it's okay. It does the job. As someone who's a van lifer, I do have a shower and a toilet in my rig, but the shower is a wet bath, and certainly it's nicer to just use some facilities on site if they're available, and so I've taken a shower in the bathhouses. They do the job. They're not anything spectacular, certainly could use some upgrading. But as you can see, the vast majority of residents here are old-timers or seasonal, and then there's a lot of travelers that will come here either for the season or for a short period of time, and I suspect most people are utilizing the facilities within their rig, although I have seen people shower and use the bathrooms often. I just don't think it's a super, super common. I think most people are using the facilities within their rig. The park is quite big. It goes back quite a ways actually, and again, a number of sites. What you'll find throughout the park is, again, a lot of full-timers, a lot of people that live here permanently, and then periodically you'll see some occasional spots here and there where some travelers will be. There's a van over there. I would say for the most part, you've got Class A's and fifth wheels, I think. A few trailers is probably the vast majority of the travelers that I see. A few larger trailers. Sometimes you see some that are a little bit smaller, and like most parks like this, I see very few that are actually van lifers like myself, and kind of in that Class B range, the smaller Class Bs, but still there's occasionally. I found it just really comfortable and really easy to stay in these parks, often very safe. I do feel very safe and very comfortable here, and so that's been a nice plus. In terms of the surrounding community, there's actually a Winn-Dixie supermarket literally just in front. In fact, for the last 10 days or so, I've been staying in a site that is literally about 100 yards away from the supermarket, and so that's been very convenient. There's a Wawa convenience store just across the street. There's a number of restaurants right here that are walking distance. Home Depot is right across the street, same thing. I've had to run over there to pick up a couple of things. Very convenient, so if you've got to do some repairs or you're needing some things from Home Depot, this is a great place to hang out and maybe do a couple of repairs or a couple things that you're needing to take care of. There is a number of activities in the area as well. Tarpon Springs, the Sponge Docks is probably about 6 or 7 miles away. Dunedin is about 10 or 12 miles away. Both really great places to check out if you've never been in the area. And again, a number of things to see and do. Weeki Wachee State Park is up the street. There is 2 or 3 other state parks that are fairly close by. Personally, one of the reasons why I've stayed in this area was because I needed to get some work done, and I have a Ford, and I needed to get some warranty work done at Ford, and there are 2 Ford dealers. One that is actually just about 2 miles away. They were really busy, so I actually went and to the one in Port Richey, which is only about 10, 11 miles up the road. So it's been very convenient. I have seen a Chevy dealer nearby. There's a number of RV places and mechanics in the area as well. So it's a great place to stay if you need to get some work done on your rig or some servicing that you need to get done. It's also very convenient because there's a lot of stuff in the area, and I found that really enjoyable. Again, I've really enjoyed my time here. I've been here for several weeks. I found the staff to be very helpful, very pleasant, easy to work with. The residents here, both the travelers as well as the full-time residents here, have been very friendly. People are very nice. I feel safe and secure here, and as a college professor, as I like to do things in terms of grading, I would say overall I would give the park an A-. In terms of this caliber. It's certainly not a super high-end luxury park, but if you're a Thousand Trails member or you're a Plus member, it's a great location to stay. You are going to need to probably book it in advance. I believe I may have gotten the last open reservation. I did kind of book very late, so to speak. Pretty much just booked it and was here a week or 2 weeks later, so I was happy to get some availability. A lot of these pull-through spots here in the front have really filled up in the last couple of weeks, and I get that a number of these folks come here on a regular basis, and this is a regular seasonal thing for them. So the park is really filled up. Again, right around the end of the year, beginning of the year, it is really filled up. And so if you do want to come here, certainly book your reservation in advance. Again, A-, and I would say the things that they probably need to address is some of the bathroom facilities probably need a little bit of attention in terms of some upgrades and some cleaning up and modernizing to some degree. The pool, you know, is not really something I consider in terms of a negative right now, because although it is down, it's been my experience that it's been up and running and enjoyable. I have seen a lot of folks enjoying the pool both the times that I've been here, and it's just this one time that it appears that they are doing some modernizing. So anyway, check it out. I hope you've enjoyed this review and walkthrough of the Holiday Travel Park in Holiday, Florida. Dr. J here, and we'll see you in the next video.